Hey guys, it's Nefri here. So today we're going to be going over my video recording of doing Great Rift with focusing on Greed Altar. As you saw there just now, I picked up Zoyun because with Greed Altar, once you get to 20 and 25 Greed Altar points, you're going to be able to select some pretty overpowered greed items, which usually grants +1 attack, and that's pretty good, obviously. So I'm going to be focusing on attack-based heroes. That's why I started off with Zoyun here. So obviously I'm going to pick up Blade Crown here because CC prevention is very important, because Chapter 7 boss, I believe, splits up into multiple beings and stuns your hero for a very long time. So this one is going to be very helpful for that. So as you can see here, Mel showed up, and I decided to forgo using her because I already cleared Great Rift with Mel. So I wanted to show you guys there's, other heroes that can clear the Great Rift. So just gonna try to focus on Zoyun as my carry here. So right now I'm kind of looking at the whetstone as a possible buy, which I did pick up because right here I'm going to be looking for a lunaire, which I pick up because I want her to boost my Zoyun just like in raids so that he can, you know, attack like a madman. So here you're gonna see me picking up Executioner because that's a very strong item. Like once the enemy drops below 60% health, you're gonna do extra damage. So I utilize this, you know, for the bosses. That's how you're able to do so much damage. It's not just for regular monsters. It will apply to the boss, so you'll do more damage. And I'm also kind of memeing here right now. I'm gonna make Zoyun with like super range because with Greed Altar there's this one item, something with it's a spear and it gives you +4 range and +1 attack. So you'll notice later on that I'm gonna be trying to look for that. That's one of the, you know, strong items, and I wanted to like give that to Zoyun so he can have like basically super range, and plus it pairs up really well with penetrating spear. So you're gonna see in just a moment that I made a mistake here by not putting more items onto my heroes, so I'm gonna end up not doing enough damage to the fourth floor boss. And for this one I didn't see the blood boss until now, which is pretty bad because he starts attacking more faster as he's about to die. And I'm obviously not doing enough damage here, so I'm gonna have to be using 10 gems just to revive on this floor and, you know, correct my mistake and use my items. So as you can see, I'm picking up the relic forges because I want to start using it on my relics to get the extra greed points. So there, I got it. So now I'm going to be looking for my next relic that's going to be helpful to me. And like I mentioned before, I want to get the 20 and 25. I don't believe I reached 25 in this run, only up to 20, so I can get that extra greed item. So if you end up seeing this Horn of the Guard, consider picking it up because it grants a lot of EXP, and EXP is important for your heroes in the Great Rift. So if you see it very early on, I would suggest picking it up because levels are pretty important. You want to get to your awakened abilities much quicker and get your units to be stronger for the boss fights later on. And there you have it. It allows me to select a Greed Divine Gift. So you can see here, cast skill twice for every third single task, +1 attack count, and like, you know, the Hammer of Greed. So I decided to choose the Idol Greed because it gives you, 4 different type of bonuses, practically better than both of them, except for the stun and the MP recovery gain. But I think the revive is very useful here, the +1 attack. So I ended up giving it here to my Hanzi because eventually I'm going to be switching up the items around. And also, you're not allowed to put multiple greed items onto one hero, which you'll see that I tried to attempt that, but it told me that I can't do it. Once I get the past this floor, because floor 6 is when they gives you that special greed item. And right now you're gonna see me nuke this boss. So yeah, I got the Spear of Greed, which was very, very lucky. So now I'm gonna be wanting to put that on my Zoyun because he will have, practically maximum range from the very far back line. Which I find it pretty funny because, +1 range is kind of like the one thing you don't want to see in Raid, but in Great Rift, this item is like so needed for any melee carries that you want to go with. So I'm making my way to the merchant shop so I can get the equipment removers. And you can see why I also I selected Hanzi as my secondary attack damage and selection for the greed item because I want her. I stacked her with the soul, or I guess I stacked her with the bow that has the multi-hit, and then I'm gonna decide to put the stun effect on her so that she's going to help maintain some crowd control and stun the enemy with her multi-hit. Here I'm kind of brain farting because of the, like I said earlier, like I forgot that you can't put both greed items onto a hero. Right now I'm just double checking things. Oh, actually, okay, it probably wasn't this run. I think I did it in another run. So, but yeah, it still stands that you're not allowed to put 2 greed items on one hero. Ooh, nice, another executioner. Stacking that on top of my Zoyun so he can do more damage towards the end. What I should have done instead of giving him, I think actually no wait. I think I ended up, yeah, I shouldn't have given him like 2 of those bows, even though it does make him attack faster. I should have given him his own staff, because later on you're gonna see when I go towards the later rounds, my Lunaris starts to die very quickly, so she practically only is able to give him 1 boost in his attack speed, and so he will not attack as fast, but he still is pretty strong. But putting a staff over a bow is probably more preferential, just so that he can attack faster. So now we're at the floor 7 boss, and now you're gonna see here that Zoyun barely needs to move, which is very helpful for this round because, you know, see he splits up to 5 beings and it just becomes a nuisance every time you fill up his MP bar. But with Zoyun here, there's no issue. It's a little scary because he drops pretty low, but you know, he attacks fast enough even without his you know, ability, and still able to heal himself up back to full. So yeah, beating floor 7, very possible to do as long as you have CC immunity, some sustain, and attack speed, and you know, range. And yeah, so here we are at floor 8. This one's not as much of a hassle either. It's gonna take a little longer to deal with because, you know, I lost my Lunaire pretty early on, but you know, with the +1 attacks, Zoyun's still gonna do a decent amount of damage. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. Now this is where, you know, you could consider getting wedge for these I guess 3 sisters, so that, you know, you can prevent them from healing as much. Also, little known fact, or I guess, you know, for the more experienced players, Gidneel's spell shield is able to basically stun bosses. Normally you can't stun bosses, but Gidneel's special ability with the spell shield is that if a CC is afflicted upon a unit with that spell shield, it would negate it and also stun the enemy. So this is a pretty unique interaction that we normally don't see because, you know, bosses don't usually get stunned at all. But with Githneo's spell shield, you can actually stun the boss for a few seconds. So I'm just going to be picking whatever items. It doesn't really matter at this point because I believe my team is strong enough to defeat Mu the Destroyer. So I'm just going to do that, do whatever, and go straight for the boss. You can see that, you know, Zoyun is just melting everything. If you feel like you're not gonna be able to do enough damage to Mu, you know, obviously just do whatever you can, go to the conversion area, go to the shop, and boost up your team. But since I know my Zoyun is strong enough to do this, like you see here, he is melting Mu right now. I don't even need to check. But, you know, since I lost him there, he's gonna have to deal with his, I think he has 10 attack speeds per second, and, you know, right now he has 3 normal attacks per hit. So he's attacking pretty fast, and also with the execution damage, he's doing a lot. So I'm confident that he's gonna clear out this run. So yeah, that's the Greed Altar run. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm trying to showcase different heroes so you can see that it's possible to clear the Great Rift with different team compositions. So I hope you found this video useful. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in for the next altar run so you can see different altars that you can clear the Great Rift. Alright, thanks. See ya.